Am I positioned correctly? I can never tell. Welcome back to another episode of Prime 3. Let's get into it. So I gotta. As I was talking about this with a friend, I didn't spend too much time on them, the other hunters here, but I feel it's important to note. Where is it? Yeah, in the Galactic Federation data. So you got Rundas, Gore, and Gandreda, right? First off, they know of you, but they don't fangirl and fanboy over you. That's very important. You know why that's very important? It's very important because these people are in your line of work, but don't worship you. They treat you. Let's see. Where was who's the angry one? Is Rundas? Manipulate and generate eyes. Yeah. So look at this guy. Rundas is probably the best point of this. Subject is proud, cocky, and arrogant, and considers himself without rivals in his field. This man is working at the same time and age as Samus Aran. This man treats you normal. Completely normal. Gore, not the same type of guy. He's a pretty good dude, right? He looks out for the downtrodden, you know, he's a nice guy. He gives back to the community if he can or whatever, you know. And he treats you normally, as a peer, if you will, as the kind of person who recognizes you but doesn't recognize you as his better. It doesn't recognize you as a superior. Gandreda, she's playful, charming, witty, and she still treats you as an equal. Doesn't treat you like you're better than her. In fact, her first entry, like her first participation in the story is to fake out you by taking your form and sitting in the room with everyone else until you show up and get, suspicious, like, now, what? And then she pops out and she's like, got him. Yeah. Not to mention these people aren't like, they're typical tropey characters, right? Rundas is the proud, the almost like Vegeta-esque, right? He's proud, he's arrogant, of course, he considers himself without rivals. Very, very Vegeta. Gore is... let's see, giving Gore is... well, I don't know character analog it would be, but Gore's the nice guy, the Boy Scout. Gore's the Boy Scout. Rundas is, Vegeta, and Gandreda is the femme fatale, like the Black Widow type, but without all the modern Marvel attempted witty banter that falls as flat as you could imagine. But they're not all the same character, and they're not all fawning over you like all of those blasted soldiers from the Galactic Federation in 4. They're not worshipping the ground you walk on. Not everyone knows you and treats you like you're better than them. They just treat you like an equal. Like they should. The soldier said, hey, Samus Aran, and then just went on with his day. He wasn't geeking out. He was just like, Samus Aran, nice to meet you. Like a normal person. Like a soldier who's not interested in bounty hunting and doesn't care about bounty hunting, because he cares about protecting and defending his people, protecting and defending the Federation, and making that paper so he can do whatever it is he does in his life. A normal guy. No, it's not normal. Geeking out. Every single one of those twerps in Prime 4. Geeking out about Samus Aran. Alright, tirade over, let's play. I did in fact say the magic words. Let's play. Alright, why isn't it? Oh, this isn't... Okay. I've misunderstood how to maneuver the map. Again. Okay. So I guess we go this way. That should get me out of here. As soon as the door opens. It's just... It helps with not only immersion, but also maintaining the theme and idea of a... Oh, I came from this way. Helps maintain the idea and theme of a functioning world independent of the hero worship these people could or could not have. If anything, the person who geeks out on you should be immediately reprimanded. Not reprimanded after it gets obsessive and like excessively creepy. They should be reprimanded immediately. It's absurd and very, very painfully dumb. I'm choosing my words carefully because if I flip on that, I'm gonna say some very mean things, some very mean words. Am I going the right way? Hold on. If I go that way, that leads back to where I started. If I go this way, I don't know where that goes. Oh yeah, I have to go to the ready room. I forgot. It's been a few hours. I had to do like yard work, stuff like that. I had to do busy things in my daily life. Important things. I believe this is the correct way to go. If I see the elevator, I'm going to be annoyed with myself. I'm annoyed with myself. It's the second time I've gone to that same door down the wrong way. Is it? Am I just like losing frames consistently there? I hope I'm not losing frames too much. Looks bad. Looks better now. Okay, it was just doing that thing where like the frames drop. I gotta stop worrying about that. Alright. Am I wrong? Was this not where I was supposed to go?
Pleasure to meet you, Samus.
Yeah, see that?
Welcome aboard, Samus.
See how that's just like totally normal and not...
I'm sorry, I can't talk right now.
Look...
I've got duties to perform. We'll have to talk later.
That's the correct way to treat someone like Samus. That's the correct way. You have a job to do. That's exactly how that should go. Hey, it's nice to meet you, but listen, I'm a little busy. I can't state it enough.
Can I help you?
Guy doesn't even know you.
I'm sorry, but this requires my full attention.
Guy doesn't know you. Guy doesn't care about you. It's important. Incredibly, painfully, exhaustingly important that characters like him treat you like that. How do I get out of here? Am I crazy?
I'm sorry, I can't talk right now. We've got a job to do here.
I'm missing something I knew hours ago. I don't know what it is. I know how to speak with people. I need to read the map. Yeah. Right, I'm on the bottom floor. That leads to flag bridge access. Right? Yes. So when I go through this room, I should be able to go out from the left. Well, I went to the Aurora. Like, just had the thought that I should go to the Aurora room, but I went to the Aurora room and it didn't work. Automated turret. Okay. So we have the ready room, which I can't do anything with. We have the flag bridge, which I can't do anything with. We have the lift access, which I can't do anything with. We have the command lift B, which I cannot do anything with. Gunnery station, I can't do anything with. Med lab Delta, which I cannot do anything with. What am I missing?
I'm busy right now. Can we talk later?
I'm trying to keep a cool head, but this had better be it.
Samus, you made it. Glad to hear you're feeling better. You've been cleared to enter. Please proceed through these doors and up the lift. The Aurora unit is expecting you.
Okay. That's my fault. It's not something to judge the game for, because it was my fault.
Clearance confirmed, G5.
I am in the wrong for having messed that up. Aurora unit access doors can only be opened by authorized Galactic Federation personnel. Can you scan that? I cannot scan that. Scan diddly dan dan. Communication platform allows users to interact with the Aurora unit use terminal to talk to AU-242. Aurora unit tanks serve as the heart of all Federation battleships, unable to see through liquid solution. Alright, let's go. Hail and welcome, friend jellyfish.
Let us begin. Time is most critical. During the attempted pirate invasion of Gloria, it was confirmed that 2 nearby planets were similarly attacked. These planets are named Bryyo and Elysia. These leviathans have impacted and embedded themselves deep into each planet, spreading a virulent phazon carried inside their bodies.
Okay.
The leviathans must be destroyed. 2
Agreed.
weeks ago, we dispatched Rundas to Bryyo, Gore to Elysia.
Really? Do I have to have a train right now? Oh good, it was a short one. There was a very long one that happened just before I started the video. I was very frustrated.
While Andreda was sent to locate the space pirate stronghold.
Yeah, that's actually a really good idea to send her on that.
Like you, they were outfitted with PED devices in order to confront this new threat.
Nice.
We lost contact with all of them 7 days ago, and feared the worst.
Look at how cool that suit looks, though. Right? Absolutely phenomenal. Shame it hasn't come back in any capacity, right? I like the more polygon, like not polygonal, the more. What's the term? It's like it's not trapezoidal. Well, I like the Galactic Federation kind of influence on the suit. I think it looks really cool. Anyways.
In their absence, we need you to travel to these planets and finish their missions. The closest planet is Bryyo. This will be your first objective.
Absolutely.
Please be on the lookout for any clues that might help us understand what happened to Rundas and the other hunters.
Without
Good
fail.
luck.
Also, it's not. I mean, there's a lot of shots with the bottom of the boots in there, but I love that the boots aren't sharpened. It's just this tiny detail. In, once you get high jump in a lot of the other games, the boots get sharp. I think it doesn't happen in, there you go, I get rid of those blasted buffer words. I think it doesn't happen in Dread, but in a lot of the other ones with the traditional power suit and various suit, once you get high jump, or I think that in the Prime ones it's just that way from the start, you,
Samus, the fleet is now moving
you get
to
like
the
these
rendezvous location.
ankle spikes, and they look stylish. I just don't like that style. Now moving to the rendezvous
No one will
location.
be able to dock with us from this point forward.
Excellent.
Rest assured, we will keep communication lines open and supply you with information when necessary. Good luck
Wonderful.
on Bryo.
Much appreciated, my good sir. What we got? Norian. We got the Fed Star System. We got Bryyo, where they said I should start. Hyla. And Elysia, where they said nothing specific outside of who went there. So let's go to Bryyo. Let's not go to the wrong place. I also do like Samus's ship redesign for this one. It's short-lived, but it's really cool. Wait, did they have this ship in Prime 4? If they did, it's nice that, you know, that stuck around. It's just that, you know, well, you don't. I'm using that as a buffer word. It's very frustrating to me. Brutal itch. It's a nice, cool ship that didn't stick around for very long. Incredibly stylish. Yeah, love the mix of Galactic Federation and Chozo styles. Shame it only happened for one game, but what can you do? Oh, I should scan things. Blue. Centuries ago, these beacons were designed to guide ships safely to landing during harsh weather. Muganar class war golem is offline and trapped within stone mass. This unit is beyond repair. Pillar ruins are composed of organic stone that is native to Bryyo, originally placed to greet travelers. Weathered altar ruins were once part of a much larger structure. Its original purpose is unknown. Spike bush is an indigenous strain of plant life that produces venom within its leaves. I'm not feeling it.
Samus, the Leviathan seed is protected by an energy shield.
Is that so?
You will not be able to reach it with that barrier active. We
Okay.
need more data to determine how the shield can be disabled. You are near the wreckage of a downed Federation vessel. If
Okay.
you can use the satellite uplink on the ship, you may be able to access information concerning the seed.
I dig it.
Prepare to receive the ship's coordinates now.
Oh. Ugh. I have to. Oh, fine, fine. Whatever. As you can tell, the insistence on using the hints, like the insistence on having to do hints was enforced in this game. Very frustrating. Wish it didn't happen. But what can you do? You know, the time is come and gone, and it's clearly the way of the future. It's just really annoying in 4, and it's kind of annoying in this. Mature Kesh plant has fully developed bark that only heavy beams and explosives can damage. Da da dee da da. This heavy stone door contains a low-level energy shield that can be disrupted by any weapon. Object identified as cash plant, used by Bryonians to store field supplies and vital gear. I would like missiles. Thank you. Alright, let's get through here. What's that? Bryo native is encased in solid ice. Scans indicate the bioform inside is still alive. That's kind of horrifying, actually. Yikes. Bioform appears to have been engaged in combat at the time of being frozen. Yawn for days. Solid ice mass appears to have been made to gain entry to temple. Ice has not yet begun to thaw. This one. Oh, it's out of scanning range if you're looking to do. Okay. GF database accessed. File BY550. According to lore, these statues are a monument to the folly of war. Morphology Gragnall. Lack of exoskeleton makes it agile but weak to most weapons. Oh. Structure identified as Hopper Nest. The exterior is incredibly durable. Life signs detected within. Let's get rid of them because they are annoying me. Oh, more. Scans indicate bioforms sustained fatal spinal fractures from impacting the wall. Yeah, it sounds about right. It's a crate. It's not super important. It's a crate. Large Bryyo coffers contain energy and weapon supplies, only damaged with heavy weapon fire. Yes, yes. Ice cream so good. The statue does not appear to be attached to the ground and could be pulled with enough force. Nice. This is a lot to scan. Security release node is active and functional. It appears that a small round object could fit inside it. I can't speak. I can't speak. Bryo! It's a neat place. A little dangerous, don't bring your kids around, but you know, a neat place. Solar Energy Collector provides a means to access the security logs. Enter the shafts to access the logs. Stop. Just... Okay, fine. Structure is blocking platform. Unit appears to be connected to nearby security release node. Can't scan that. Also, one thing to note is that going to scan the right thing, or am I going to have to fight? Alright. One thing that's neat to note is in this game you don't actually lose abilities for the startup. It's kind of oppositional. I think that's the right word. Kind of oppositional, because you don't lose anything when you start this game. But you certainly get some things. Right after that. After you get blasted by, Dark Samus, you don't lose anything, I believe. You just get the ability to go into overdrive. Scan complete. Unable to use this object with current suit upgrades. What are you talking about? Isn't that a grapple point? This, please. Just scan this. Samus! Woman! Yeah, you had it for a second, Garrel. Oh, I'm gonna flip. Good. Security release node is active and functional. It appears that a small round... Okay, it's a complete waste of time. It's fine. Door lock system engaged. Unable to bypass security. Engage override to open doors. What do you mean I can't scan the bridge? It's right there. There is no reasonable... Severe structural damage detected. Bridge hit by heavy weapon fire. Proceed with caution. Platform is attached to the wall by a hinge. A strong pull should release it. Can I now do that? Yes! Oh no! What a shame. Alright, let's move on. Oh, you can scan that now. Bioform is encased in solid ice and is blocking entry to the tunnel. High temperature shots may shatter it. Well, ideally they would melt it. Ah, nice. Long, dong, dee, dong, dong. I do like the dragons macking on each other symbol. Really cool. Genuinely, actually, looks really cool. Alright. Don't you? Okay. Nailed it. Nice! Not nice. Also, just a bit, I really love the, I love the way, again, the fusion of the styles on the morph ball. It's just, it looks really cool. All of you are being rude. Stop. Stop. Every single one of you, stop. What do you mean I can't get him? Alright, that's fine. Would have given another blast if it had been a train. Unless I have become deaf all of a sudden. No, scan this. There's no other way. Huh? What do you mean? Okay. Metal orbs obstructing the path, but movable by electrogravel forces. Move object to clear the tunnel. Nice. Well, alright. What is to the left? No, I didn't realize that was a missile door. Whoops. Morphology shell bug attacks by firing phase-on spines. Soft body is vulnerable to attack. Shell bugs are slow-moving, roaming insects, whose soft bodies are easily damaged. Until they reach maturity, they will not develop their phasite shell. Unable to retract into a shell to avoid damage, they must aggressively attack any potential threat. They will extend sharp spines to fend off attackers or propel these spines at enemies. Music is fantastic, by the way. Phase-on vines are impervious to attack, but growths are vulnerable to phase-on-based weaponry. Scans detect an abnormality in this unnaturalized formation. Phase-on signatures present. That sounds familiar and simultaneously suspect. You can only wonder what that means. Alright, let's get out of phase. Can I do this? I don't know if I can do this. I'm gonna try. Alright, good. 73. Let's dump. Okay. Panic over. It's less advisable to do that at low health, but it does get you results very quickly. Gets you results incredibly quickly. And wouldn't you know it, I'm already back at 73, so no penalty. Stone plates appear to be a primitive locking system, requires a specific input to open. These were... once again, they were really proud about the ability to free aim. And so they put a bunch of free aim stuff in the game. Stone structure is retracted into the wall and no longer active. Hallway access granted. Bryyonian data translated entry, Age of Science. Data moved to logbook for review. Irish? Can I do Irish? The ships of Bryyo sped to the stars in all directions, bearing the banner of peace. Soon we found stellar brethren in Soon we found stellar brethren in the Chozo, the Luminat, and the Ela. Starborn knowledge came to Bryyo, and we gladly set our wisdom to our new friends in return. The hearts of Bryyo were filled with pride, and they honored the Lords of Science. The Lords of Science for all the wonders we provided. I'm sorry, I forgot it was called the Lords of Science. Oh, that's good. That's good. That got me. It's not supposed to be funny, but with the accent, it just, yeah, it's very funny. As the time of new Bryyo came to be, the old ways faded. The cries of joy from those who honored science covered the angry can't say the word now. Covered the angry shouts of those who mourned in the old ways, the primal traditions. So a little bit of cultural hostility on the part of Bryonians. Scans detect an unusually high amount of telluric alloy in this section of the cliffside. Okay, going. Don't I have? This is like... I guess I don't have grapple beam. Do I just have lasso? Oh. This is one of those things that's not explained, but you figure it out pretty easily. Because it just kind of, it just kind of makes sense if you really think about it. Well, not if you really think about it. It's the kind of thing that, like, you're not thinking about initially. Can I do this? Yes, please. It's not the kind of thing that needs really any explanation, because you'll fumble around a bit and then you'll figure it out. You know, like an adult. I know that where there's 4, what would happen is that oh, hold on. I know that if this were 4, I almost called the dude Chelsea. I can't remember his name. Mackenzie. It's a very female name. How did that scan that? When a metal panel is covering part of the structure, it can be ripped off with incredible force. Can I scan this thing? It's just not a masculine name, Mackenzie. Come on. But I know dudes named like Ashley. Or I knew of dudes, I didn't know them personally. Morphology Corbo works with snatchers to feed vulnerable to concussive blasts. And you might think I might, you know, like, make fun of the dude for having the name Ashley. But he was way popular, so he won. He won in general. Statue contains several liters of unstable fuel gel, igniting the gel may destroy the statue. Yeah. Grapple swing. So this is where they separated like grapple and grapple. Now you can swing on the grapple points. Before you could only, you know, yank stuff off the wall. And you'd think that you could just like yank yourself off the ground and to another point. But no, that's the lasso. But it's not the psychic lasso, so it's not as cool. Uh-huh. I'm still angry. I'm still angry about 4. Armor suit upgrade acquired, grapple swing online. Now you can use the grapple beam like you could in the other 2 games. Ta-da! Oh, thank God it's Z. Maganar class War Golem is without power and able to activate with current suit upgrades. Okay. Can I? No. Huh. You know what, also, I really had no hostility towards the guy. Like, I didn't personally like him, but I could tell that he was a very likable guy. So, like, even bringing up the thought of it, it is a thought I can't rest on. Like, the guy was a good dude, as far as I know. And there's really nothing else to say. Wait. Okay, I don't have Ice Beam. Pop! Oh, that's not something to pop. Okay. I can't make that. Dang it. Panel mountings appear to be weak. You can rip them. I think it's this one. Yeah. Can I do the whole thing without having to see? Yes. Can I remember how to get up there without having to see? Maybe. Almost. Is it this way? That's all around. Okay. Nailed it. And I think I just, like, roll up here. Oh, that's blocked off because of that. Okay. There we go. That should be sufficient. Yep. Okay. What's up on top of the ice? Nothing. Oh, wait. No, I should scan it. Statue contains fuel gel. Pop. Whoa, easy there, sir. What are you? Reptilicus. Teleports across short distances, highly aggressive and territorial. go. Hop up in here. And that is a missile upgrade. Ah! Rude! Alright. Notice how fire rate and damage per second is not something of concern for the developers because they didn't restrain me on this. They didn't restrain the player on it because, you know, they would do drop-in enemies like that. I really like how I'm not getting, you know, attacked for that. Sorry, how I'm not getting restrained for no reason. E-tank, does this do anything? Panel mountings appear to be weak from age, maybe ripped off. Let's get that knowledge! Bryyonian data translated. Entry, Golden Age. Data moved to logbook. Look now to the past, and to the time of peace on Bryyo. See the age of gold, when our world was a paradise unrivaled. Hear the songs of joy to fill the streets of the royal city. As the people of honor... As the people of honor... no, I'm saying it wrong again. As the people honor the coming of Bryus the First, the Liberator. Behold the launch of our first ship to the stars on that day, and witness the rise of science, of a new Bryyo. See this, and see the beginning of our downfall. Slipping out of it. Foreign accents are different to pull off. Difficult. Not different. Difficult to pull off. But practice makes perfect. Someday I'll be really good at them. Or dead. Now, what am I doing? Going that way. What is that? Collapse structure, unable to destroy with weaponry. Okay. Boop. Scans detect elements of phazon within ice compound have begun to attack. Oh my! Have begun to attack the trapped bioform. That's horrifying. Bioform terminated. Subject was impaled on an ice shard before being frozen. Ooh, that's brutal. Okay, no, not yet. Whew. Scan complete. Target is a viable attach point for the gravel beam. Down vessel located. Griffin-class frigate is identified as the GFS Theseus. But is it really the same ship? Structural analysis complete. Scans detect high amounts of telluric alloy within the damaged panel. Alright, let's get it. That is a locked door on the other side. I think this game has, the blah 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 blah. I think this game has Spring Ball, but I'm not sure. Yes, it does. I don't know how I did that. Security system engaged. Clamp locks in place. Explosives may damage them. No, not you. This. Just this. Ow. Morphology. Atomic corporeal energy that sloughs explosive segments of its form. Torpedo. Analysis complete. Unit is one of a series of power rods. Connect all rods to restore power. Come on. There we go. Power activated. You know what the best part is? After this one, I get to do Prime Hunters, which I've never beaten, but did enjoy a lot. Satellite interface is powered. Satellite interface unit is powered. Control systems are disrupted. Realign controls to engage interface. Alright, it's not E to activate. Quit taking a dump on me. Thank you. You've downloaded the map for this area. All right. Got 2 more locations to go to. Can't go there just yet. Alright, good to know. Satellite interface unit is online. Control systems engaged. New landing site data received. Trooper spinal column is shattered. Target appears to have been moving cargo when the ship crashed. Oh. My.
Samus, the satellite data has revealed 2 distinct energy signatures. They must be supplying power to the
Is that so?
If these targets are eliminated, the shield will be removed.
I dig it.
We are uploading the location of each energy signature in nearby landing sites.
I have to. Can I just avoid it for now? I'm pressing the B button a lot. I understand. I don't want to watch it. Just because I have to do it doesn't mean I want to do it. A serious mistake made in this game and made worse in 4 because you can't stop it and you can't speed it up. Vacuum hatch closed. Analysis indicates hatch can only be opened from the inside. Alright, let's go this way. What? Stop. Stop it. Stop. Why? I don't think I can scan it. I don't think it will let me scan it. Like, I'll take the hit, but this is infuriating. Anyways, I can't get through here. It's lava. It won't let me scan it, but it's lava. And guess what I don't have a tool for? Dealing with lava. Or it's perhaps a toxic fuel. That is not particularly important. It's a toxic fuel or explosive fuel or lava that is not particularly important. And if you saw what I saw, you can know that I'm being watched. Alright, I think that the next place to go is back to the ship and check out the other 2 areas. La-dee-da. Missiles. Mice-lees? Well, that's a little rude. Oh no! I'm surrounded! Not for long! This is actually kind of the frustrating part about the game. Is not only do you just easily have the option to overwrite all conflict with immediately hyper mode, but later on the game the latter parts of the game are based entirely around operation and use of the hyper beam, as opposed to the traditional weaponry that Samus uses. I think my ultimate issue with the game is that the longer you play it and the more that it's a golem, it's locked in place. The more that you play the game and the later in the game you get, the more you have to rely on hyper mode. And I think that dilutes the experience of a Metroid game, that you effectively don't have to use any of your abilities, you just have to hammer the win button. A lot of the game is really cool and really fun, but the core mechanic dominating the late game is very frustrating. If it were used for specific things, then I feel it would be better. Or if like 4, there were Phazon variants that acted differently and weren't just slapping the word Phazon on something, then I think that would be really good. So, like, if Samus had bombs, but, you know, because they were Phazon bombs, they acted differently, it would give you an excuse to give Samus traditional abilities, but change the way they act. And then you could have basically be giving Samus 2 abilities, right? You would be bombing normally and getting the bomb and bomb jump capacity, and then you could have, you know, Phazon bombs, and they, like, you know, propel you in a particular direction or something. Or, you know, they do something like the cross bomb in Dread. And you could, you know, obviously the beam would be the way that the beam is, right? You know, you go in, it fires Phazon balls, and then if you charge up, it fires this concentrated beam of, you know, Phazon energy. But then there are other things. Yeah, just vent that. But then there are other things that like other things you could do with the game. The lasso could become a melee weapon, and you could, you know, wield it in combat. The missiles could become rapid fire or something. I don't know. But you could have done more with the Phazon capacity and make it have to be relied upon late game without making it feel like a frustratingly simple and a simple gimmick that gets very, very tired very, very quickly. I do love the game. It's far better than 4. 4 will never, ever be able to challenge Prime 3. But 4 is an expansion of everything Prime 3 did wrong. But that is an hour on my clock, which is when I cut it regardless of how long I've been on. I will see you in the next one. And good night. In case you're watching it at any other time of day, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening.